Good Monday afternoon, YouTube. How you guys doing today? So I am assuming that they are not sending out notifications because I didn't hear the bell ring. But anywho, let's get started, okay? This ain't gonna take that long. So now we going around talking under people's clothes, right? Let me tell you what's going on. You guys know that a while ago I decided not to go back and forth um with a certain group of people because I feel like if I'm going back and forth with you and we are females, then we can go back and forth from now to the end of eternity, right? But what I'm not going to do is go back and forth with your man, okay? Or your male. That's what I'm not going to do because when it comes to me arguing or beefing or having a discord or any kind of discourse with a male, it is different from me going back and forth with a female because I want to put my hands on you. And if I can't put my hands on you and I only know you from YouTube and you're irritating my peace, that means we can't go back and forth because I can't get my hands around your throat, right? So I chose, and a lot of people said that I was afraid. Oh, whatever, whatever. No, I'm not afraid of nobody bleeding. I don't care what you say about it. I'm prefacing my commentary with this because a lot of people were thinking that I was afraid of a certain group of people, he who I shall not name, because they get their rocks off by somebody saying their name. So I'm not gonna say your name, but everybody know who I'm talking about. No, you didn't scare me. No, you did not verbally abuse me. I am not fazed by anything that you say about me, any lie that you tell, anything that you thought that you found out about my whole life. Hey, Phil, I'm glad you are on here, honey, because this is about you. Please stick around, okay? I'm so sorry, baby, you're going through this. This the only reason why I'm speaking is because of you. You got me into this, okay? But anyway, let me preface that by saying that I'm not afraid of nothing. No ninja breathing online, wanting to be a wannabe bully. You get your whole identity offline because this is all you got. In order for you to feel validated, okay, you have to get online and play like you somebody you not. I am not fazed by that. But I choose not to go back and forth with you because I know that you get your rocks off. This is your only source of validation, okay? Is when you get online and do this stuff. Because otherwise, in the real world, you ain't nothing and you mean nothing to nobody. You a whole bum out here, okay? That's what you are. So I chose, you guys, to step back, like I said, because I'm not going to be making nobody's eggplant emoji hard by me saying their name. I'm not a troll. I don't get obsessed. If I can't put my hands around your throat, nigga, then we can't go back and forth. Okay, so anyway, moving right along, and good afternoon, everybody. I'm sorry I have to make this video, but I slipped up. Somebody said you need to check out this video, because this rabbit dog, in the case of shout out, Cookie Monster, shout out, baby. I got that from you, because the rabbit dog does need to be put down. Okay? Somebody said you really need to go check out this video, because they're really over there talking about this woman's um, private part. So I'm thinking, wow, so now we done sunk so low that we are talking under people's dresses. We are talking under people's skirts. You in a whole relationship and you ain't got no control over your nigga. You know what that tells me about you? That tells me that that nigga that's verbally abusing women online is probably offline abusing you. You have no control over this rabid dog. Okay? Just like Cluster B said. You have no control over him. It need to be put down. But like I said, if I can't get my hands around the throat of this nigga, then we can't go back and forth. But when you stoop so low as to talk under somebody's clothes for whatever reason, and I don't know if that's true, what he's saying about you or not, of femininity overload. I don't know, and I don't even care. It's just for the fact that you had the nerve to talk about somebody's private parts repeatedly and have other women chime in on it and agree with you and co-sign what you were saying. That's that's disgusting. Like, how dare you? Femininity said, right, he has been stalking me since I stopped dealing with this. Exactly. Just that people like that, this is the only validation. The only validation. This is mental illness, okay? This is a whole different level of narcissism because the narcissist, number one, and Cluster B is right about the narcissist, everything she say about him. But this particular type of sadomasochistic narcissist, it only gets its validation from online. And so whatever it does, however low it has to go to seek that type of validation, and I'm sure that his woman is very embarrassed over this. Okay? Because she has no control over her man. None at all. Okay? And that's unfortunate. See, they tried this bullying stuff on me. But I said, let me step back. Because I can't with these people. If I can't get my hands around this ninja, then I'm not going to deal with them. Because men like that, it make me want to lay the rabid dog down. Okay? Probably not embarrassed, but she ought to be, and it's unfortunate. If she ain't embarrassed, and no, I guess not. Because they over there co-signing this stuff. And I was mortified when I heard this. Like, people have no chill. And it's cool if you think you argue with a whole woman about her private parts. Where do they do that at? You all the way online exhibiting how dysfunctional and abusive you are by speaking to see a lesser woman will feel bullied by this and feel verbally abused. But what I will not do, a woman like me will not do, is because I can't lay hands on you, I won't allow you to verbally abuse me. I can't stop you from saying what you're going to say, but I don't have to engage. Because see, when you're in an abusive situation, when you are in any type of abusive situation, it is about the control. And if you go back and forth with a person like that, you are giving them your control. You also are handing over your peace of mind. Okay? So, I don't want you to think that I'm scared, that I feel bullied, because I don't care what you say about me online. It's not going to change my life in any way. I don't care how you lie. I don't care what you think you know. It ain't changing nothing for me. Okay? It don't make me no difference one way or the other. You just a basic, simple ass nigga. You and your bitch, and I ain't got that to do. I just want y'all to know that. But I had to speak on this because I want to throw up in the back of my throat when I heard it out, and when I heard that discussion. And I'm sure y'all know the discussion that I'm talking about. Okay? And for other females to join in and co-sign this nigga's bad behavior is beyond me. Now, I think he got some kind of complex that he really think he running something, and in his mind, he really think he bullying somebody, but he really not. A lot of people just don't choose to engage with the trash. Okay, you take out the trash. You leave the trash on the corner, and you walk away from it. Okay, that's what you do with the trash. Okay? I said, this also disrespectful. Why would you continue to speak on someone's... Absolutely. Absolutely. It's so high school. It's so remedial. And for, like I said, females to co-sign that nonsense, oh, you said I wanted you. Oh, this is caused April 1st, like it's some apocalyptic event, because somebody had the nerve to speak out against you and tell you the truth, tell people the truth about you scamming them and stuff. Okay? Now, you know you have to be seeking validation when you are calling yourself a content creator and you go after your own subs. You go after the very people, you dox people that was giving you money through Cash App or whatever, I had never heard of that in my life, of so-called content creators doxing supporters. I had never ever heard of that. That lets you know that individual is seeking validation. Okay? And what I'm not going to do for me personally is never will I ever give you any type of validation by continuing to speak on you to the point that I hit the videos. This is how unimportant you are, or anything that you has to say is to somebody like me. But I had to speak on this because that's too far. That's too far. So y'all either need to put that rabbit dog down or y'all need to ignore it. That's what y'all need to do. Because when you ignore a thing like that, eventually it'll go away. Because it can't stand to be ignored, okay? A narcissist, a sicko like that, you have a stalker like that, you have to ignore it, okay? And turn it invisible. That's what you have to do. So if you're not addressing that, JV, you should not address it. Because number two, let me tell y'all something else while it's on my mind. YouTube is not therapy, okay? Now, hey, Lil Wisdom, now I understand that sometimes you can get real familiar and real comfortable with people, especially late at night. You done had a long day and you want to share the story of your life. Okay? YouTube is not therapy. The internet is so dysfunctional that they will take anything that you've gone through, any type of trauma that you've gone through, and they will turn it around and attempt to use it against you. Why do you think people dox people? Because they want to take whatever they find out about you and try to turn it around in order to attempt to verbally what they think they find out about you. Okay, because they really don't know you. If they ain't walked a mile in your shoes, it don't matter what they read or nothing. Okay? It don't even matter. But they'll try to do that. Do you see what I'm saying? And it's just unfortunate. YouTube is not therapy. You can't burn your soul on these social media platforms. Y'all see what's going on with Megan Thee Stallion right now. That's a perfect example of her feeding trolls energy. You have to cut it off because you feed it and it get bigger and it get bigger and it get bigger. Do you see what I'm saying? That's what it does. That's what it does when you respond. So whatever they say about you, it is not necessarily that you explain anything in your life away that they think that they know about you. And 9 times out of 10, they lying anyway. Why do you think people go behind Patreon and lie and stuff? Why do you think they spin narratives? It's just the whole thing is sick. It's unfortunate, really. People like that, you have to shake your head with people like that. Okay? You have to. But I had to come on here and speak on this because you got, that chick and that dude, they're in a whole lesbian relationship. Because that dude, he talk more than a bitch. So if you got a female, you're in a relationship and you're a male, but you do more, shit talking than the female do. That take a lot for a man to talk more crap than a woman. But you're in a whole lesbian relationship with a male. That's what's going on. Y'all do realize it, right? They're in a whole lesbian relationship. Okay? Now, I don't know if they're using strap-ons or whatever fuck is going on, but they're in a whole lesbian relationship over there. Okay? That's what's going on. I'm just saying, in case y'all hadn't noticed that. Okay? And you have to be weak in order not to be able to control your nigga. Okay? Because that nigga ain't got no chill. Okay? And how you somebody's woman and you gonna let a nigga do a whole hours-long live stream talking about another female's vagina? Now, I don't care if you and this female, I don't care if y'all mortal enemies. If you my man, you my nigga, you can't obsess over somebody else's vagina more than you obsessing over mine. Where in the world do they do that at? How does that work? You have no control over your nigga. See, this is what I'm talking about. How you gonna let your man go in depth and discuss to the point where they're talking about gynecologist visits? You so obsessed over this other woman's vagina and you ain't got a problem with it and you co-signing it? Where is your self-esteem? What is the handle that you got on your nigga? Okay? See, sometimes people need to take a break off the line because you'll be showing your whole card, okay? You'll be telling people like me Everything that you need to know about them, you are weak. The whole lesbian relationship, both of them are weak. Okay? You get your whole validation off of this goddamn device right here. And it's unfortunate because, like I said, in the real world, you know for a fact that you're nobody. Nobody listens to you in the real world. Okay? That is why you have to come online and perpetrate like you the Candyman or something. I don't know what the world, this fantastical world that this nigga live in to think that he phasing somebody. You see what I'm saying? But so, of course, they're going to have to get online and say, well, we ran Olivia, the Oracle, offline because we bullied her offline. Or shit, no, nigga, I'm just not going to engage. I'm not going to give you what you want. I ain't going to make your eggplant emoji hard by talking about you. I was simply turning you invisible. I just want y'all to know that. But anytime I come online and I hear a nigga that's supposed to be in a relationship speaking over under somebody, a woman's clothes, and you're supposed to have a whole woman, that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate for the whole world to hear you speaking under somebody's clothes. Like I said, I don't know if it's true or not. Okay? I don't know about a response or not. But that is verbal abuse. Okay? And it is verbal abuse. And I don't know if you contacted YouTube with that right there, but you need to. Okay? Because that is sexual. It is a form of sexual harassment. Okay? And the last time I saw the video was still up and it wasn't private or nothing. You need to get offline right now, femininity overload, and don't just flag it. Send an email to YouTube because that is a form of sexual harassment. Okay, YouTube can be sued for allowing sexual harassment. Okay, YouTube can be sued for that. So you need to get offline and handle your business. That's what you need to do. Okay. Because that is absolute sexual harassment and verbal and mental abuse. Like I said, I don't know if it's true or not, but it's just the fact that it was said. Okay? Yeah, please do that. Don't even flag them if you want to, but you need to send an email. Okay, now I know when you got a certain amount of subscribers in your, over there in your, what do you call it, the YouTube analytics, that page right there that you go to, where you run things on your channel. You can send feedback, and sometimes if you have enough, if you've already made partner status, you can speak to them directly, and that's what you via what do you call it when you talking back and forth online? You can do that. That's what you need to do. You need to contact them by any means necessary and handle that because you don't have to deal with that form of abuse, and it is some stuff that you can do, some steps that you can take via YouTube to not to have to deal with something like that. Okay, because that's too much. Do you see what I'm saying? It's too much. It's not even nothing to beef back and forth about because that is very derogatory. That is very unfortunate, and it's just not cool. It's like above board. It's no chill. Like it's mental illness, and it's too much. That's the only reason why I'm saying something. Like I said, I don't give these people my time anymore because they are not worth it. You leave the trash where the trash is, and that's in the trash can, okay? But that right there, that's too much. And for you females that co-sign that nonsense, what does that say about you? Okay? Now, I don't know if this is really this person on my channel or not, and I really don't care. But if this is you, you need to chill with stuff like, I don't care if it's true or not. I don't know if it's true. I don't care if it's true. But that is not, if you a man, a male, I'm not going to say man, I'm going to say a male, and you go as far as dealing with females' gynecological appointments, that is way too stalkerish, and that is way too weird. And your woman need to check you because you're obsessing over another woman's vagina a little bit too much. I figured that was a troll account. I figured it was. They wouldn't dare twerk in my chat like that. Okay? I'm not stupid. Do you see what I'm saying? And but like I said, y'all, I stepped back from all of this nonsense because I'm not going to engage in this. And when I made my last video a while ago, it's on private now. But don't you know the reason why I stopped communicating in Cookie Monster's chat is because That guy over there, I forgot his name. He used to go back and forth with them. He made a video saying that I can say whatever. I said a whole bunch about them, but when they go responding, I get scared and I run. And I had been up on their panel before, and I had said something about him. That's a lie. Never have I ever said anything about that dude. So because she's friends with that dude, that's why I stopped communicating with her. Now, like I said, you got friends, you got, hey, I don't fool with nobody. Some people fool with a lot of people. Y'all don't see me. Y'all, if y'all ever see my avatar in these chats or my name, it's not me. Okay? I don't twerk around in these people's chats. All right? I do not. It's not me. It's a lie. It ain't me. It's a troll. You see what I'm saying? And but I just stopped and I like Cluster B's commentary. If you hear this video, Cluster B, I liked your that video that you did this morning. It was a premiere. You look very beautiful with your haircut short like that and those earrings on and your makeup. That was so pretty. I really enjoyed that video. And you're absolutely right about everything that you said. But baby, don't feel like you have to come online. Now, I understand you probably sharing your story because you want to help somebody else, and that's cool. But there are people online, like these people that I'm talking about, will exploit anything that comes out of your mouth, or either they'll just make up some lie about you, which is probably what they're doing about JV, because that stuff was way overboard. It was way overboard. Did y'all hear all that stuff? It was way overboard. Okay, that was too much. It was too much. Okay? That's the only reason why I'm saying something, because it was too much. Now, y'all know if Auntie Libby got to come on here after all this time and say something, it's way too much. Okay? But you didn't hear about it, but you was told, yeah, it was real disgusting. Like I was flabbergasted. Like I was really taken aback by that. You know, I was even more taken aback by females co-signing it. Like people really, it's a whole lot of people on YouTube with a whole lot of dysfunctional, reprobate minds. Okay? And so, yeah. Okay. I feel you. Yeah, it's too much. It was just out of line. And like I said, you need to handle it in your YouTube. What do y'all call the YouTube? The control page. I forgot what you call it, but when you go to see your analytics and all of this and all that, you need to go to that page. And first, like I said, hit get in touch with them, okay? Because that's too much. That's overboard. Yeah, it was just it don't make no sense. But as adults, okay, now I'm sure that everybody I don't know about JB, but those other people are older than 40, and I'm older than 40. Okay, you 40 and above, and you still speaking like you got some type of high school mentality. What does that say about you? Okay, I agree, Aries Queen. I just they don't entertain him because not because he's scaring them, and he know he not scaring nobody. He just says that stuff to try to get a rise out of people. But when you are so desperate that you have to go after women, and when he's supposed to be the defender of women or something like that, a little while ago, like so, how do you go from that to that? Like you have no chill. Like it's unfortunate that you have to get your validation from online. It's unfortunate. You know what I mean? Like, don't you want to? And then why do these people like go like travel around so much in the midst of a global pandemic? Like, don't you want to? If after you get a certain age, now I can see if like you in your 20s and you going through college and you want to take a year off because you're frustrated or you just finished college or even before you go to college, you want to travel around the country. You know, try to detox. You know, see what you can see. You know, do some things. You know what I mean? But when you get our age, 40 and above, I'm going to say 35 and above, you should start to want to plant stakes and have some type of homestead, whether it be an apartment or a home or whatever. What is the purpose in traveling around like that? Like, for what? Don't you want somewhere to live? Like, ain't you too old to be doing that? Yeah, that's what I said. I'm as you right about that. Yeah. Could be me. Wouldn't you want to like set up home somewhere? Like that is crazy to me. Like I don't. These people are not rich. Like I don't understand that mentality. But you know, perhaps if you are a woman and you are in a relationship. Now, one of the signs that you are in an abusive relationship is your man wants to separate you from your family. Okay? Now, and perhaps this is what's going on. I don't know. But if that person is in some kind of domestic violence situation, even if I'm not feeling them, I don't even feel domestic violence when it comes to that person. Okay? And I hope you get yourself some help. And there is always help. Now, if you're doing this and you good with that, and that ain't the case, cool. But I don't know you personally. But it's no woman in the world, whether I get along with them or not, that deserves to go through any type of domestic violence situation. But never have the only women, especially black women that I know that are of that age, that don't have a home, like I said, apartment, house, somewhere, some type of job, planting stakes because you're older. You can't be moving around like that. You ain't in your 20s no more. Do you see what I'm saying? The only women that I know like that are homeless women. Do you see what I'm saying? And so that's or either women that are being abused, and their man, the abuser, the man wants to keep them away from the family. Do you see what I'm saying? So I don't know if what's going on, but and I'm not. This is not no roast. I mean this from my heart. If you need some help, female, get yourself some help. Okay, because that just don't make sense to me. But hey, if that's what they want to do, there are people that get in their RV after they retire and they travel the country, but they always have a home to go home to, because eventually you're going to get tired of being on the road all the time. Unless, like I said, it's you're homeless or you're in some type of domestic violence situation, and that's unfortunate. Either way, do you see what I'm saying? And it's crazy. It's crazy. Femininity said they abuse each other, and she weaponizes him against the women. Yeah, that's so weak. The women. She's jealous of child. She's the type I hope. She's the type that'll hold down a woman, so she could be assaulted. Oh wow. Oh wow. Is that right? Felons and criminals move like that. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Felons and criminals move like that as well. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But I had to mention that part about the abuse. And if you would know more better than I would, femininity, I would just say it just in case. But if that's the other case, if that's what's going on right there, then yeah, I feel you. And yeah, she does appear to be online anyway, that type of female, and that's unfortunate. But you have a lot of women that really says more about that type of woman because they have low self-esteem. When you have a woman that is jealous of women in general, they really are male identified. Do you see what I'm saying? They are male identified in terms of dysfunction because they have hate in their heart for everything female, but they are female at the same time. That's male identified. See, people use a lot of terms on here, but they don't use the correct definition for things. But anytime you are on a panel or you're in a relationship, even if you're not being abused, and you co-sign any type of abuse or being perpetrated on other women, you are male identified in the midst of your own type of dysfunction. Okay, you are insecure to the point to where you simply cannot be friends or get along with any other women. That is male identified. That is the correct terminology for that. Do you see what I'm saying? And clearly, those women that were up on that panel, and even if they were in the comment section cheering that person on, they're male identified. They either have low self esteem. Now, some women have been abused in some kind of way or in every way to the point to where they are afraid to stand against the abuser. So they are in the midst of some kind of Stockholm syndrome, hoping that wishing that if they side with this person that is abusive, verbally abusive in this case, if they side with that person, hopefully that person won't, the abuser won't give them a tongue lashing. Do you see what I'm saying? And so I also noticed that a lot of times you get women in these chats and stuff when they co-signing these males in the midst of their dysfunction, in the midst of their verbal abuse, it is because they have been abused and they are afraid to be abused again, even if it's online. Do you see what I'm saying? And so that's part of it as well. Elise said Nyla is an abused woman as well. I'm not reserving any additional empathy for her, but we have seen what her man is out here doing. Trust and believe she probably likes seeing other. Yeah, absolutely. That's what I meant by male identified. Absolutely. That is the type of woman to where if you are in a relationship with a child molester, you will allow that person to molest your child. Even if that child comes to you and tell you, you will get upset with that child. You will feel a derogatory way about that child. Even though the child doesn't have any control over why the person is molesting them or something like that, you don't get mad at the person. That's the actual molester or the abuser. You get mad at the child. There are women like that as well. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, yeah, you just have to be careful of that. You know, yes, there were women on the panel. And yeah, yeah, and you're right again. Some abuse women and men turn into abusers and are already yeah, absolutely. That's really when it comes to men. If you have been abused as a child and you are a man, you're going to fall in two categories. Either you will be vehemently against any type of abuse and overprotective to the point to where it's abusive actually, or you will become an abuser yourself. And that is particularly prevalent in the case of child molesters. Say, especially women too, but moreover men. If some men they go on to be child molesters because they were molested as children, or they will be overly protective to the point to where it's abusive. Do you see what I'm saying? Either way, it's going to breed some type of dysfunction, especially if you don't get help for the abuse. Do you see what I'm saying? And so it's really unfortunate. It really is. So when you see this type of stuff play out, this is what's going on. That's just why I sit back and watch. Because me, I'm not going to entertain madness. I'm not going to do that. But when you see somebody that's being so overly, verbally abusive to the point to where you're talking under somebody's clothes, that's too much. So a circle of women joined a panel. Yes, to discuss that. Yeah, the mediocrity is up. Yes, it was a panel. Yes, I saw it. Now I couldn't make it till I skipped over it, but I seen it. I seen the names popping up. It was a Zoom meeting. I saw it. Somebody put it and like I said, if y'all ever want to tell me something, just put it. You don't have my email address, but you can put it under one of my old videos and it'll pop up. Do you see what I'm saying? It'll let me know that I got a new comment under an old video or whatever. And then I went and that's what happened. I went and looked at this. Somebody said, hey, you need to check out this video. You need to check out what this dude is saying about this female's private parts. And I was like, okay. So I popped over there and that's what I heard. I was mortified. And like I said, I've been avoiding those people like the plague because then your pickle ain't going to pop causing me, honey, talking about you. Now, it might be popping today, but I said what I said. This ain't no beef. I said what I said. I meant what I said. This your one and done, and that's it. But never am I ever going to be going back and forth because like I said, people like that, if you can't lay hands on them, then you will become obsessed and you will go back and forth forever and you will start to have a boundary issue. I got an issue with not having boundary issues, and I don't let my peace be disturbed by people like that. Because you want me to keep talking about you. That's why I stopped talking about them in the first place. Not cause of no lie that they told about me or whatever they're assuming about anything about my life. Because I don't know these people. They ain't going to change nothing. Words don't faze me. I don't care what you say. I don't care how bad you think it is. I am not a victim. You cannot verbally abuse me. I simply will not allow it. But what I'm not going to do is let my peace be abused and disturbed and keep going back and forth forever and ever ad nauseum for life. That's not going to happen. So I stopped commenting because I ain't got that to do. Okay? I leave the trash on the curb and that's what I do. But when I see women get verbally abused to the point to where you're discussing somebody's, you're imagining what it's like for them to have a gynecology appointment. I don't know if you heard about that part, JV. He was imagining the conversation between you and your gynecologist. I was like, oh my God, that is too much. That is overboard. Are you kidding me? Like, I simply cannot believe that. Like I said, this chick has no control over her man, like, at all. You cannot be obsessed over the conversating another female's vagina to the point to where you're going to talk about what they do if they got a college appointment and I'm your woman? And you obsessing over somebody else's vagina like that? And you ain't obsessing over mine? We got a problem with that. We got a problem. Okay, even if you try to put it in the name of, well, I'm roasting this person or I'm cooking this. No, no, you're not cooking nobody because you're thinking a little too long about somebody else's vajayjay. And I would want to know, why are you obsessing? Why are we discussing this for so long? Okay, now when you know your worth, this is the type of conversation that you will have with a male that's supposed to be your male that's engaging in that. Why are we discussing this ad nauseum for hours? Like, what? I'm confused. Yeah, I know you're supposed to be getting somebody back and you just roasting them and you paying them back for April or whatever, the apocalyptic April. But why can we talk about why you obsessed to the point to where you worried about what you doing at a gynecologist disappointment? Huh? That's what I would want to know. Yeah, I'm serious. Are you serious? That's sick and embarrassment. Yes, on that part, absolutely. I was like, wait, what? He said, what? I heard that part, yes. I'm like, and this chick is co-signing it and she ain't got no problem. So, like, what? Like, you have the whole fantasies about being at the gynecologist with me or something? Like, what? I'm like, how? Like, do y'all not see the issue with that? Like, is that just me? Now, I know I'm old school. And don't get me wrong. Okay, I get that. Is it a new thing where it's okay for your man to obsess over another female's vagina? Is that like a new thing? Is that now acceptable now? Cause me, nope. I'm just saying, I can't see it happening. That's just me. It is an issue. Absolutely, it's an issue for me, Love Wisdom. And I'm glad to know that this, and Love Wisdom's a lot younger than me. So, okay, I'm glad to know there's still an issue with women, okay? Hey, Lady Tia. Femininity said, I think they think that this tactic moves me, when in actuality exposes, yes, how defeated and miserable they are. Yeah, you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Yes, absolutely. I would not respond. You don't know, anybody, any explanation about anything. That's right, not my man. I know that's why I wish. Every girl, you don't owe anybody no explanation about what go on under your clothes. Where do they do that at? Okay, I said no. That's mad disrespectful, and I would not tolerate. Absolutely, I would tolerate it either. If you're obsessing with him, yeah, child. Well, maybe that's what's going on. Maybe they're obsessing over her for JJ together. Okay, I don't know. People got some fanciful notions these days, but nevertheless, to the point to where you got obsessed about what's going on at the gynecologist, like, really, I'm like, no, that's not right. That don't compute in my brain, like, but yeah, perhaps they're obsessing together. I don't know, but still, the guy really, that's what we doing now, child. I said I would be like, well, you need to go holler at her, see if she want. Girl, what you said, child? Honey, better than me. Like I said, the chick ain't got absolute no control over her nigga. Cause there's some stuff on, and then I'm going to get out of here, y'all. But I just wanted to mention that. But I absolutely agree. I. That's no, just no. Anyway, I'm sure that there's going to be some kind of response. Just know that ahead of time that I am not afraid. I already told y'all that I leave trash where the trash is and it's on the curb. But y'all know anytime Auntie Libby got to come on here and speak about something like this, that means it went too far. Okay? I'm just saying. You don't have to beef with females and go under their clothes. That's disgusting, right? They could be doing it together, which is sick. It's sick. So everybody on, do you think everybody on that panel, Almond Eyes, was obsessing over the females for JJ? Over femininity overloads for JJ? Do you think they're all obsessing over it? Like, girl, you got cold, you got gold dripping out of your snatch or something? Like, what's going on with that? Child. Okay. Cause they had a whole panel discussion about you, baby. Okay. Woo, child. I bet JB singing that song in her head. Didn't I tell you that I was a sad? No, she's singing WAP. Okay, there you go. She said diamonds and pearls dripping WAP. There you go. Right. You that B, you that WAP, huh? Woo, child. I just cannot believe, but seriously, no, that was very unfortunate. But I mean, ain't no telling what people do these days. That's true. But it was too much. It was too much for my ears. Y'all know. Y'all know. I'm gonna get in my feelings about that type of abuse. Do you see what I'm saying? If they wasn't obsessing together, one would have told the other not to do that. Well, or either she has no control over him. What if they're not obsessing together because she's clearly jealous of other women? What if she just has no control over the situation? Like seriously, because I also heard him say something to the effect that you should have told me this about this chick long time ago. You could have helped her. She could have built a panel around this. I'm going to get off her and talk to you about what else you know about these chicks because we could have been using this for ammunition, or it was something like that going on. Like he want to know more about it, more about all the females. Okay, so that he can further verbally abuse them. I guess. You sound like if what he says makes you move in any kind of way. See, men, see, he can only assume that he is fooling with somebody online that's intimidated by the sound of his voice or the words. Now, if you have low self-esteem, you will truly be worried about what somebody says about you online or offline. But if you don't give a F and it ain't gonna move you one way or the other, it ain't moving no mountains. Do you see what I'm saying? Then it is what you don't. You just simply do not care. But you do have some people that care. That's why a lot of people, like Megan Thee Stallion, unfortunately, get in their feelings when people say stuff about them online. Never should you ever give anybody like that your type of energy. Okay? You don't have to co-sign any type of the verbal abuse. Okay? Not on that level right there. You know, it's actually motivated multiple content creators to reach out to me and say, well, that's why, well, good. That's why I'm online, right? I don't do the behind the scenes things, but I will make a video when it go too far. Okay? And like I said what I said. This is not no beef video. It is just that. I said what I said. This is your warning freaking done. You can talk about it now, from now, until the tip fall off. You can't make me speak if I don't want to. Okay? I'm just saying. That's what a lot of people don't understand about me. All right? You know, and I can, here's the excuse. Oh, she's just talking about this now because she's not getting no views no more. Her channel is down the drain. Don't you think my channel down the drain on purpose? Do you think where I got to where I was on YouTube, just like on the wing and the prayer? Because if I want to activate my channel again and start getting the numbers again, that's what I can do. No, I got lazy. I'm not motivated. I'm not motivated because YouTube has gone the educational level, the level of intelligence has gone down immensely on YouTube. Okay, and I am no longer motivated. Okay. Lady Tiff said, Miss Olivia, have you heard about Tommy and some woman met up and slept together, and now she's saying she got a ST. Oh, really? You talking about Tommy Sotomayor? Is she black? And if she black, she wrong for that. And as far as Tommy Sotomayor go, are you surprised? I mean, he looked like he got an STD. Okay, so I'm not surprised at all. Absolutely. That my child is fine with that beef. Thank you, girl. I know. I know, child. It take too much energy. I don't have that to do anymore. I'm not motivated. The intellectual level, like I said, is at an all time low. Okay, and I'm not motivated. Hey, Kings Mina. She chat, girl, my man ain't got time to be online. Thank you, arguing with women. He better be at work or asleep getting ready for the next day's work. I know that's right, Kings Mina. Never have I ever. But yeah, no, I hadn't heard about it, but I'm not surprised at all, Lady T. I mean, consider look at who they talking about. Him. Of all disgusting people. So yeah, I can yeah. he looked like he'll walk in STD. So yeah, I believe it. Uh-huh. He looks like he gives you okay. Okay, thank you. That mouth alone is too much for me, on my eyes. That mouth alone is a disease. So yeah. Yeah, yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Yeah, he is absolutely gross. Absolutely. She said, "Oh, she's black," but she said she was celibate for 3 years. Why would she fool with him before Tommy looking crazy? Like, you were celibate for three. That she to fool with somebody like him, you have to have. And if you're a black woman, you have to be uh glutton for punishment. You are trying to hurt yourself for some reason. Your amount of self esteem and self worth is at zero. Is at negative zero. For you to be a black woman in this world and fool with somebody like him. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't do drama either. On my and my man doesn't do. My man don't either. DC. The Purple Diva. Nope. Ain't got time anyway. Uh. And so, but yeah, and then I'm gonna get off here. I appreciate you guys tuning in, but I want to show my solidarity for the women. Do you see what I'm saying? I am not here for any type of abuse. And I expect more out of black people. Like I really do. Like this motherfucker get up here showboating. And like I said, that chick and him, they're in a whole lesbian relationship. Okay, it's not normal for a man to come at women like that. Okay? Like he talked about the gynecologist so much, it made me think he felt away because he couldn't go to a gynecologist. That's what I got out of that. You see what I'm saying? And so it was just like absolutely unfortunate. Okay, but I don't never want y'all to think that these motherfuckers scare me or move me in any way by something that's coming out of their mouth, because it's not. I'm not a doxer. They are doxers, even though they try to say they ain't doxers. Trust me, they doxers. They and then what they think they know about you, they take it online and try to turn it against you and think it's gonna move you in some kind of way. Like I heard that on Patreon, they did a whole lie about me. Okay, now I know they did a video on here. Okay, that lied about me. Okay, they think it's cleaning up their images some kind of way, but it's not. It's just making them look bad and unfortunate. But me, I throw away the trash. Okay, I don't deal with the trash. I let other people deal with it. Okay, but I'm not dealing with it. Your eggplant emoji not never gonna get hard because I'm saying your name. Okay, it's just not. I'm just saying. That's what they do, live streams on Patreon. That's what I heard. Yeah, I heard about it. But never would I ever pay a penny to go over there and see what they saying about me. Because like I said, they ain't moving me one way or the other. Chris said, women need your voice, sister. Thank you. A man has to be very secure with himself to understand your commentary. Thank you. I appreciate that. Means a lot. The fact that they have a Patreon and people are paying to hear their lies. I know it's absolutely disgusting, right? Child sisters got a lot of work to chat. So some do. Some do. I absolutely agree. They not they I child, stop dealing with the abuse. That's the only thing I can say. You know this person is lower than dirt. Now, just let me say this. I don't everybody know that I don't care for the talking points of that Mr. Fantastic dude. See, I seen that video too, or some of it. Was he really? Now I don't even know if it happened or not, but the video was surrounding supposedly, y'all let me know if it's the truth or not. Allegedly, Mr. Fantastic said that he was exposed to the adults in his family doing drugs when he was a child. So that person took and made a video about a child when he was this guy being a child and being exposed to drugs. Do you know how low that is? What did you expose your kids to? for you to think there's something to make a video about and make fun of somebody about. That's why I said YouTube is not therapy. Okay? Now I don't like this cat and I don't know him, but I don't like his talking points. But if you're coming on YouTube and that's why I said it's not therapy. You can't tell your personal business on YouTube. But he made a whole derogatory making fun of this guy because he said that he had been exposed as a child to drugs. He saw the older people in his family doing drugs. And of course that's traumatizing. But you have to go to a therapist for something like that. Like I said, I don't even know if he was telling the truth about the boy, but that's what he said. I don't know if the boy actually said it or not. But to make a video about that, he's absolutely hit. That is below rock bottom. You see what I'm saying? Why would you make fun of a child, a then child, that is in the midst of somebody doing drugs? Like, how was that funny? So you think because somebody said something about you online, you can go below the belt. It's okay for you to go as low as you can go because they said something about you supposedly first, which is probably doubtful. Did y'all see when he tried to come for Cynthia G and she wouldn't bite? See, that's what I mean by leaving the trash at the curb. Did y'all notice that? Surely I'm not the only one that noticed that he tried to slick come from Cynthia G. Surely I'm not the only one that noticed that, right? And I know she noticed it. Okay? But I was like, wow. Very interesting. I am Queen said, yep, yeah, I'm glad, thank you. Because I'm glad I'm not the only one that's noticed that. But of course she wasn't going to bite. But he was even willing to do that. That is the the thing, it came for sin. I refuse to say the thing's name. Okay? But it tried to come for her. It sure did. It tried to come for her. I seen those videos. Uh-huh. Now, it'll say that it didn't try to come for it, but yes, it did. It did. It was in its feelings. Okay? Because it can't stand to be outshined. Okay? That's what the deal was with that. But I saw that. But ain't they supposed to be cool? Or were at one point in time? I don't know the situation, the status with that now anymore either. But I saw it. And I saw a couple of people saw it. I found it very interesting. I said, well, now, look at this right here. That's sheer madness. It's unfortunate. Okay? That to validate yourself, this is what you feel that you have to do. Okay? And then to try to justify it, well, they're attacking me and my woman and something. So this justifies me being predatory. No, I don't think so. Who that six... yeah, I'm an eyes, yep. Yep. But anyway, y'all, thanks for joining me. I wanted to speak my piece in reference to the very derogatory video that I saw about JV. I didn't appreciate that. That is no type of drama that people should be co-signing. That is abuse. That is verbal abuse. That is mental abuse. And even if she stands strong, and she don't have to it is pathetic, and she don't have to. I wouldn't give it any response, but what I would do is contact YouTube, because really, via sexual harassment, you can get all his channel snatched. Okay, because what I heard, there was absolute sexual harassment, and it was also harmful and dangerous content. Okay, that's what it is, and it is absolutely pathetic. It had to be bad for me to be making this video right now, because I don't have them to do anymore. Not because I'm afraid, just because I don't have to respond to trash. And like I said, I'm not going to make his dick hard fucking with me. Okay? That's what I'm not going to do. And that is just the raw way that I can put it. And I hope nobody's offended by me saying it that way. But I had to put it that way. All right? So everybody can understand that these people are not scaring me in any way. I just choose not to engage because I don't want to. I'm not your woman. No, you don't want me to be your woman. But the only person you can make evidently do something online is your woman. Okay? I'm just saying. So yeah, it's disgusting. you know. Kenny Smith said, when you say the picture in my mind, I get is that green man. Okay, girl. And that's absolutely weak sauce. I absolutely agree. He mad at, I don't know if he's still mad at the eagle or not, but he felt away about the eagle at one point in time because he tried to come for the eagle a long way. And I know a lot of people seen it. Okay? A lot of people can read between the lines. I saw it. Sure did. Sure did. I saw it. Uh-huh. But like I said, that's the mental. That's when you have this right here. This is when this thing right here. This social media platform is the only thing that you have to validate you. These are the lows that you are willing to stoop to for just some type of pat on the back, any type of oh, she distanced herself. Good for her. I would hope, and I'm not surprised that she didn't do it sooner. But if she's done it since then yeah, she know that he was coming for her too. Because I sure saw it. Okay, and I'm sure she did too. And so if she's distanced herself, good for her. Cause he tried it. Uh huh. He sure tried it. Of course, she didn't bite, but he tried it. Uh huh. They still cool. Well, that's cool. That's cool too. Maybe she didn't see a problem with it, but like I said, they tried it. Just whatever. Hey, that person don't like me either, but child, it be all right. That's my take. That she might have distance. This just your take. Oh yeah, child. I don't know one way or the other. Harmonize, just like you don't, child. But either way, it's cool. But I know she saw it either way. But sometimes when you get so entangled with a group, that type of dysfunctional person, you really don't want to ruffle a lot of feathers. Do you see what I'm saying? And yeah, as far as content rise, yeah, you know what I mean. But it is, hey, either way, you know what I mean. I'm sure she know how to handle them. Either way it go, he won't go too far messing with that with her. He won't take it too far. He might throw a little shots out there, spew a little spit her way, but other than that, it's gonna be nothing more than that. And so yeah, as far as she goes, because he don't want that. That's what he don't want. For real. Nope. He don't want that. But anyway, y'all, let me get off of here. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. I am so sorry that I had to come to you guys with something like this. But at certain points in time, you have to speak up for things that are absolutely too much, even on social media. Do you see what I'm saying? I've been talking for days about that Megan Thee Stallion situation because I just could not believe that male shot that woman in the foot. Like you shot a whole female in the foot. Like how dare you? Like, ooh, what is the problem here? But and then on social media, everybody the people that are dysfunctional on social media, those are the people that are defended, they are loved, they are liked. You know what I mean? They are just worshipped. As long as you're doing wrong, the greater your dysfunction, the more you are loved on social media. Okay? And that's just how it goes. That's just the name of the game, but it is what it is. Okay. Anyway, I'm gonna get off here. You guys enjoy your day. I know I said it before, but I mean it this time. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys will consider what I said and not entertain that type of nonsense. Do you see what I'm saying? Kick the trash to the curb and leave it there. Ignore it until the trash man comes to pick it up. That's all you gotta do. And I love you guys, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye bye. Peace.